Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. Today I'm doing a pick a pile reading for the Healing Energy Sessions. The question I have for today is, how can I fix wrongs of my past? I would like to add, please do not live your life by the tarot. It is you who creates your own destiny. These readings, they may or may not resonate. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share these videos. Someone out there might enjoy them. Also, to my subscribers, welcome back. And to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. So the question again is, how can I fix wrongs of my past? So this is for those of you who may have done wrong to others, and you're trying to turn over a new leaf, right? Perhaps you're trying to do like we're trying to do over here and radiate the essence of true love, right? Being happy, friendly, and loving with nothing to fear because we are always calm and cheerful. Well, we try to be, right? Okay, so I have the 3 piles here, and this is your choice. Okay, so what I'm doing here is you're going to pick a pile, and we're going to go ahead and do like a normal reading. And in some cases it will resonate, in some cases it won't. All right. I'm here to be a trigger to help you find out how you can fix wrongs of your past. Okay, I'm not here to solve the problem. I'm only here to be a trigger so you can solve the problem yourself. At the end of the reading, I will have oracle cards that I will pull, and those will actually be advice from the universe and from an ascended master, Buddha. So if it doesn't resonate, you can actually just go ahead and go to the end of the video because there are timestamps below. Or you can just listen to the video and hear the scenarios and then go to the end, whatever you like. All right, so hopefully you've had enough time to choose which pile is basically calling out to you. Once again, these readings are timeless. I try to mention that in all the videos, but sometimes I forget. This is a timeless pick a pile reading, okay? With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to get started with pile number 1. Pile number 1 is first. Okay, so here is pile number 1. Once again, the question is, how can I fix wrongs of my past? Okay, well, let's find out. First we have the steer skull, okay? And the steer skull represents a silent testimony, all right? So you may be keeping something a secret, maybe keeping something to yourself about something that you've done wrong, perhaps, right? Maybe you've done somebody or something, some situation has, you have done wrong, and maybe no one knows about it. Also, I pulled the star for each pile, and we have the word kind. So you may be a kind person, or the person you have wronged was a kind person. Okay. The letter we have here is the letter Q. So that could resonate with somebody out there, the letter Q. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and keep it on the side that says kind, though, okay? Because maybe that will ring a bell to someone out there. All right, so let's find out the scenario and what's going on here. And yeah, let's get started. First of all, we have the world. We have strength. We have the 7 of Swords. We have the Page of Rods. We have the Empress. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Devil. We have the Queen of Hats. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Five of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. All right, you guys. So what I can see right here so far, we have the World, the Strength card, the Empress, the Devil, the Hanged Man. We have 5 major arcana. Okay? That's a lot. It's almost half. A major arcana signifies, milestone moments, right? So let's start from the beginning here. We have the World card. So the World indicates that there could be endings and new beginnings, right? I'm taking it that this might be an ending to a cycle, only to start a new cycle. Somebody's needing to be strong in this situation because they might be actually letting go of something that was very deceptive, right? Ending a cycle of deception. This may be why somebody is keeping silent about how they may have been deceptive to a kind person, right? So somebody may be wanting to end this time of deception or these actions of deception. We also have the Page of Rods right here. And the Page of Rods is somebody wanting to bring in a message. Okay. Now, rods indicates passion, fire. But because it's a very young energy, it's more about adventure, having fun, experiencing new things. Now, somebody may be coming to the Empress, right? The Empress is the hierarchy of the tarot, right? The Empress is a person who has all the qualities of all 4 queens jam-packed into one lady. So she is knowledgeable, she's passionate, she's intelligent, she's emotional, and she's stable. So she's all these things. So somebody is coming in with a message, and they want to basically either go on a new adventure or, they're sending out some sort of premature, immature message to this Empress, which puts this Empress basically in the Four of Swords energy. And the Four of Swords energy is the Four of Swords energy is somebody who has been through a battle and they're so tired. And then after the battle, they're going to their resting place that would have been their coffin if they were to make it back from the battle alive or dead. They would have had their coffin there, but since it's not there, they're resting there. They're appreciating. They're grateful that coffin that they're able to lay outside it and still be alive, right? So somebody's going within. They've had so much fighting going on, and somebody's like, oh my God, can I do this again? Right? Can I actually do this again? I don't know. So this is why we have this Four of Swords energy, because this Empress is like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this again. Because this is all premature and immature information that she's receiving, right? Yeah. She doesn't really look very happy either. She doesn't look happy. She doesn't look sad. She kind of looks like, God, what is this now? No real expression, because maybe her expression is all worn out. from what she's been through in the past with this deception, right? Now, around this ending, there was devil energy, okay? That's why this whole situation came to an end in the first place, because there was devil energy. Devil energy is like having addictions, right? Which could be anything, any darn thing. You know, when people think of addictions, they think of, oh, alcoholics or drug addiction, you know. But there's so many. There's so many. There's codependencies, right? Being addicted to people, being addicted to situations, being addicted to stealing like a klepto, right? Being addicted to sex, right? A sex addict. Being addicted to video games, right? So it could be anything. So somebody ended something that had to do with the devil energy, one of these addictions, you know? You just have to match it to your own scenario, you know? You can swap roles here too, okay? Now we have the Queen of Hats here. This is a person who, you know, not quite an empress yet, but she's getting there, right? That's like, this is like the last queen step you have to be in order to get to be the empress, right? You know, you go through all the other three, and then finally the Queen of Hats, the emotions, and then finally after you master that, then you become empress, right? It's like you get bumped up a rank, right? Well, this lady right here, we have the empress, right? She's a strong woman. She could even have Leo in her chart, right? She could have Leo. She could have fire and water in her chart. She's a very nurturing, emotional person. This is also a person that you may have actually had past lifetimes with from reincarnation. Also, I see here that somebody is in hanged man mode because they can't stop thinking about the deceptions that were done in the past. To the Queen of Hats. Okay, I see it. That's why we have the Empress here. All right, you may be the person who was very mean to this kind person. This kind person is the Empress. The reason why she was the Empress, she had all the qualities of the Queens almost. Finally, she made it to Queen of Hats because she dealt with some sort of devil energy. She ended up in hangman mode. She fought a lot with others. She, you know, went through a lot of bullshit, finally trying to end up working on herself, and that's why she became the Empress. This is one and the same people. Either it's one and the same, or they are two stories of two separate people that you have dealt with who were both kind people. Okay? This Queen of Hats, though, may have been, this may have had some devil energy involved here. Drugs, alcohol, sex addiction, codependency, whatever, right? But there was deception here because we have the Seven of Swords, which means lies, stealing, you know, all the bad stuff, right? All the bad stuff. Manipulation, right? All that stuff. Lying, cheating, okay. And this person had to be strong through this whole thing, right? And this person was. And this person may have actually, or you may have put an end to actually being with this person because you manipulated in all this, and this person was there for you, but you may have, you know, been fucked up to them. All right? So then right here we have the Empress. Okay, if this is a different person now, it seems that the Empress has also been deceived. All right? Has also brought something to an end. And in this situation, though, she was always fighting with this page. This immature, premature message is coming into her. Whoever's delivering it, she knows. You know this person. You may have been fighting with this person. All right, she was fighting with this person. This may be you. This Page of Rods, holding that energy to be, you know, adventurous and, you know, passionate, right? You may have had some few arguments with this Empress. But this Empress now, you know, now she can't sleep. She's having a hard time sleeping at night because of this passionate message that's coming in, because maybe she can't believe it's coming in. She's like, I gotta think about this because there was not a good situation here, in the past with you. So she's going within because you guys probably have fought, and now she's up in her head about this. Like, I can't believe he wants to work it out. This is the Three of Pentacles is working things out, working together. So now she's all caught up in her head because she doesn't know if it's true. Why? Silent testimony, kind person. There's this person, maybe he's involved with other people, and nobody knows he's involved with these other people, but he's possibly being low-key treacherous to these kind people that nobody knows about. And now somebody may be actually reaping their karma for this. How can I fix the wrongs of my past? Well, make sure that if you come back to any of these people and you are very treacherous to them, make sure you come to them in a kind manner, because remember what you did to them. If you did do harm to them, or you did do some deception of any sort, devil energy, make sure you try to step to them very kindly, because they're going to think of you as a treacherous person. That's number one. I mean, that's what I gather from right here, from my opinion. But, it's going to be beneficial, most likely, if we get to the end and see possibly what the things that you might need to surrender, or advice from, or wisdom from Buddha. Something might get triggered to help you along the lines here, okay? All right, so I'm going to move on to pile number 2. Pile number 2 is next, and I will see you guys at the end. Okay, so here is pile number 2. And the question was, how can I fix wrongs of my past? Let's find out what's going on, okay? All right, so first we have the eagle, and the eagle represents spiritual enlightenment and transcendence, okay? So somebody might be going through some sort of spiritual enlightenment, some realization in spirituality, right? Someone who is beginning to want the truth, seek the truth, find out knowledge, right? Transcendence could be somebody actually stepping into their own spirituality, not allowing the norm into their life or having it control their life, stepping into their own reality. We do have the word loss right here. So you may be dealing with somebody that you feel is a loss right now. You could have lost somebody, but who you're dealing with in regards to fixing the wrongs of your past, you may have wronged a person and you lost them because you did that. You may have deceived a person and lost this relationship because of, wrongs that you have done. And now this loss has caused you actually to become spiritually enlightened, and have you become into a more transitional, transcendent phase of your life because of this shock to your system. This was actually a trigger moment for you. That's what I'm getting. The letter we have on this side could resonate with somebody out there. We have the letter M. M. All right? So I'm going to keep it turned over on the word loss, but the letter we had under that was M, okay? Let's go ahead and find out what's going on here, okay? We have the High Priestess. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Devil. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Knight of Flamingos, which actually, sorry, that's the Page of Flamingos, which is the Page of Swords. We also have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Seven of Wands. Very, very interesting. To me it is anyways. So let's see what we have here. We have the High Priestess, the Devil, right? We have two major arcanas. That's, not too bad. Less drama, right? Okay, so let me take a look here what we have. We have the High Priestess, okay? The High Priestess is all about intuition and sacred knowledge, all right? There is this energy of the High Priestess, somebody knowing, having that sacred knowledge and that inner knowing that union is coming. And this union could be with somebody, could be with the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So there's going to be union. Somebody knows about some sort of union between the Queen of Pentacles and someone else. This may be you. And this Queen of Pentacles may have been the person that you've actually lost. But you brought devil energy into the situation. Somebody did. And now all you can do is watch. Watch. Spying. Right? Hanging on to that devil energy. Spying. Wanting to see if you can actually start new with somebody. How can I fix wrongs of my past? Well, you can't fix any wrongs with devil energy. I'm going to tell you that right now. You have to eliminate this energy. And you should be seeing that, being the Page of Swords as you are, spying already as you are. You should know that this devil energy is no good start for anything. So if you're wanting a new emotional start, you got to stop this first, this devil energy. Right? Devil energy is addictions, codependency. And the addictions can be anything, you guys. Remember, it can be alcohol and drugs, yeah, but it can also be sex addictions. Manipulating, stealing, lying, cheating, all that stuff, it can be addictive to people. So those kind of things need to be cut out of the equation. You understand? You understand what I'm getting at? You hear that crow? The crow understands. So in this situation, you want the Ten of Cups. You know this Ten of Cups you wanted with this Queen of Pentacles, but all you can do is kind of watch right now. This is what you want with somebody. You intuitively know that you will have union with the Queen of Pentacles, but right now you're just watching. You're just watching this person, right? This is a person from the past that you're watching. And that person from the past, that Queen of Pentacles, she's single right now. And this is why you're watching, all right? This is why you're watching this person, because she is single. She's in charge of her life. Look at her. Look at her. She's in charge of her life, marching around with her pentacles. Yeah. You see her? She's happy. She's cool. But all you can do is watch her right now, right? And I think what's happening here, and if this is the case, you're on to a good start, okay? You're off to a good start if this is the case. If you are working on stopping or getting rid of this devil energy, then you're off to a good start. Right off the bat. Right off the bat. Okay, good job. You already kind of know what you need to do. I don't know why you're here, maybe for extra confirmation. But if you're doing that, if you're trying to rid yourself of the devil energy so you can come forward with this new emotion to somebody, good start, right? Yeah. Because once you're able to fix yourself here, you'll be able to bring in that message. And it looks like you're even willing to fight off whoever you need to have that Ace of Cups with this individual. right? Because you're working hard. You're working hard to fix yourself. And you're not going to go through all this. You're going to fight off whoever you need to, because if you went through this, you are going to fight to where you want to go. And that's good. You know, you're not going to be all getting rid, maybe going to rehab or doing something for nothing, right? No. Because you know that you're supposed to be with this Queen of Pentacles. You intuitively know that you will have the Ten of Cups with this person, but right now all you can do is just watch, because you're just fixing yourself. And that's good. Good job. All right, so that sounds kind of like your story. Then I'll see you guys at the end. We'll get a little bit of advice. Sounds good already to me what you're doing, so if that's you. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3 is next. Okay, so here is pile number 3. Pile number 3. Question is, how can I fix wrongs of my past? Let's find out. Excuse me, let me get a drink here. All right. Okay, you guys, let's see what we have here. All right. How can I fix wrongs of my past? Well, first of all, here, we have the stallion, the horse, right? And the horse represents inner peace and freedom. So you may be the kind of person who just wants to run free. You want to be peaceful and happy, just running free, doing what you want, not being tied down. Free spirit, right? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. And maybe you believe that you can be this way. You know, maybe you believe that this is the way to go. Maybe you've been taught to live as a free spirit, right? You could be resonating also with the letter J. The letter J could be first, middle, last name, could be in your name, could represent a month, the letter of a month, January, July, June, you know what I mean? Can mean anything. It could be whatever you think it might be. If you're sitting there thinking, oh, it's for what's his name who lives on, okay, then that's for you. You know what I mean? Shit. All right. How can I fix wrongs of my past? Well, let's find out what's happening here first, okay? We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. Seven of Rods. Knight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Seven of Peppermills, which is the Seven of Wands, okay? These are cups, but they're hats here, you know. Ooh, we have the Death card, okay? Excuse me. Next, we have the Star. We have the Lovers. And we have the Page of Rods. You know what, you guys? This Page of Rods has really been showing up all over the place. This is premature, immature information coming in, you know. I mean, it's not a really special card of any sort, other than it's not as, it's equally special as all the cards, but I'm just saying, I've noticed the Page of Rods has been coming out a lot, okay? New passions, possibly. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have the Hanged Man, we have the Death card, the Star, and the Lovers. Okay, that's 4 major arcana. Let's start from the beginning here, okay? I see here we have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is somebody that is waiting. Waiting for something to happen in regards to a relationship, a happy relationship, right? They're waiting for something to happen because it ended, right? It ended abruptly. And now somebody is waiting for this Ten of Cups, you know, they're waiting for something involved with it because it came to an end. So maybe something came to an end, but somebody didn't want to believe it, but now they do. And now they are actually mourning over the loss. because maybe momentarily they didn't believe it was real, but they now have come to the conclusion that yes, it is over, it's ended. The Ten of Cups is not going to happen, right? And maybe you had belief that this was never going to end, but it did. And that's why now you're able to run free like the stallion you want to be. Maybe it ended because that's how you were portraying your life, when in fact you were not free to run like that. Maybe you are a philanderer. Maybe you were sleeping around and going with a lot of people, acting as if you're free, believing that it's okay, but it really wasn't. And now you're mourning over a loss because you believed that what you were doing was okay, and it really wasn't. It really wasn't. Mm-mm. It sure wasn't. And now you're in well, after that you were left in hangman mode. Okay. Even having to defend yourself in certain situations because you were sending out messages of love all over the place. Maybe you were online, maybe you were, you know, chat rooms, whatever, chatting with other people, sending out emotions all over, dealing with a lot of competition out there, okay? Or maybe someone you know or were close to, your relationship was doing that. Or found your messages. Either way, you gotta swap the story how it resonates, but somebody's in hangman mode over competition of somebody sending out passionate or actually emotional messages. Okay, not just passion, emotion. Usually there's a kind of a difference between the two, but here somebody was actually sending out a message of emotion, all right? Emotions about don't wait anymore because I'm walking away from this. I'm walking away. There was just too much competition here. And, we're supposed to be together. And yet I feel like there's competition. So somebody was like, no more. It's over. It's absolutely over. It's over. It's done. And somebody's hanging in hangman mode and they can't believe it. And they still have hope because they love somebody. And they're going to try to come in swiftly. It's going to be premature, immature message of, somebody's going to come in quick because they see now that this is for real. Somebody is walking away. Somebody is ending this competition. They put an absolute end to a situation, to this marriage, and they're completely shocked over it that they thought it was never going to end, but it did. This could be you or the other person thinking this. It's over. It's really over, right? You thought this lover was going to be there forever, but they're not. But I do see you somebody's trying to come in with a message of passion, a new adventure. But who knows how that's going to work out because there was problems here already as it is. There was just too much competition. That's not very nice. Somebody always was having to compete for their lover. Yeah, that's not very nice. So if this sounds kind of like your story, then yeah, I'll see you guys at the end. I'll see you at the end, okay? Okay, so we made it to the end here. And these are the Oracle cards. I have the Surrender cards, and I also have the Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power cards, which I really love. I also have the book on the side, which I maybe or most likely will be referring to. But we're trying to find out what kind of advice or, something to trigger us to figure out how we can fix the wrongs of our past, okay? Because everybody's situation is different, okay? So you're not going to find the exact answer here. But hopefully I will say something or you will see something here that will trigger you to realize what you need to do, right? Coming up with your own answer because finding the answer outside from everyone is not learning your lesson. Finding the answer yourself with, guides like me or a book or looking something up, that's the way that you overcome cycles and obstacles in your life. It's by figuring the things out on your own, right? When you're the one that has that aha moment, right? All right. So let me move these to the side. We're going to go ahead and these are the surrender cards. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to shuffle it one time and I'm going to pull one. This is going to be just for the collective, whoever has come here to see this reading today, okay? Timeless reading, timeless pick-a-pile. All right, how can I fix the wrongs of my past, right? All right, I'm going to choose this one. Put that right there. Now I'm going to shuffle this one time, and I'm going to choose a card from here also. This is Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power. We're asking Buddha, how can I fix wrongs of my past? What wisdom does Buddha have for the viewer today? All right. I'll just put those over there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and find out, what does the universe feel, or what, I mean, not what the universe feels, but what message of surrender is the universe sending for the viewer? Okay, that's what it is, all right? Let's see. All right, so surrender your fear of intimacy. Okay. So there could be a problem here. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Okay, so you may have been, obviously with these situations, you've done wrong to somebody, right? And I'm having a feeling that all those wrongs that were done have to do with emotions, all right? So you may have not been able to share intimacy too much with others, all right? Because perhaps in the past, somebody had hurt you really badly, or several people have done that to you, and you've never really been able to quite recover from that. And so every time you get into a new relationship, it seems maybe that you wrong people by closing yourself off, or jumping into another relationship, or being really like a toxic type of a person, right? So, what the universe is saying right here is that you need to surrender your fear of intimacy. You know, it's time that you finally opened up to somebody. It's time to finally, speak your truth, right? But make sure you're doing this with the right person. Make sure that you have intention to be with this person if you're going to do that, and make sure that this person is able to be with you, all right? Make sure that there's no like polygamy type of deal, no dating, this is like ready to settle down, and no more inviting others into the relationship, a one-on-one monogamous relationship, this is when you're ready to do that, this is when you want to surrender your fear of intimacy and share your innermost feelings with that person who's ready to share their innermost feelings with you. For the long haul, too. Not just for this week or this month, but the person that's going to be there with you for the remainder of your life, or who you want to be that person, right? All right. So let's find out what the Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power card has to say here. Okay, so we have the 27 card. This reduces down to the number 9. Almost an end to a cycle. Just about there. Just about there. Having that one last fight left in you, right? We have the Dorji Drolo, the crazy wisdom wrathful Buddha. Let go of being logical. A higher wisdom will guide you. All right, so this is perfect card together with this surrender card, right? Because the universe is asking you to surrender your fear of intimacy, right? And the Dorji Drolo is telling you to let go of being logical. right? So you could be, this could be involving head over heart. This for sure does. So you may have been too much in your head about things, and the universe and Dorji Drolo is trying to tell you, stop doing that, basically. It's time to stop being so logical and just let your heart lead you, because whatever higher wisdom you have, that's what's going to be guiding you, okay? You have your spirit guides, you have your higher wisdom that's going to be guiding you to do this. So let's go ahead. Gosh, let me get another drink here. All right, so got to get a drink because I'm about to read to you guys. So let's see, 26. All right, you guys. Oh, 27, my bad. Okay, so here we go. The Dorji Drolo is one of the 8 manifestations of Padma Sambhava, a historical figure who is considered to be an archetype embodiment of all the accumulated knowledge, wisdom, love, and power of the Buddhist tradition. He rides through the jungle of life on the Tigris, and he holds a purba, a magical dagger, for his work. All right. Padma Sambhava was instrumental in establishing Buddhism in Tibet, bringing it from India in the 8th century. As he traveled through the land, he encountered many demons and spirits intent on blocking his progress. As they knew his work was very powerful, 13 times he appeared as Dorji Drolo to subdue the harmful spirits of the land and turn them into the path of Buddhism. He was in a way a proselytizer of the best kind. Yeah, I said that word right. I'm not going to try and say it again. All right. Convincing each demon to come to the aid of the Dharma teachings rather than inhibiting them. These creatures are the origins of many of the demonic deities one sees in the Tibetan Tankas. Horrific monsters from your worst nightmares turned into pussycats. So Padma Sambhava has 8 major manifestations. That is 8 energetic states that he can take on as teacher. He transforms his teachings approach for his situation in order to teach in whatever way will work for different students at different times. Dorji Drolo is an example of Padma Sambhava's reputation of working outside the norms of a culture, a man who discarded the path of normal logic and convention. There's a term of Buddhism called crazy wisdom. He personified this quality. Wow. So this is somebody, so, what Buddha is saying about this Dorji Drolo, right? He dealt with a lot of evil spirits, right? But in dealing with those evil spirits, he helped those spirits to actually see that there's more to life than just being evil, right? That being more of a kind person, grateful person, somebody who has compassion, who's loving, and if you can act in such a way and you can bring the manifestation of that into your life, right? Because this is a deity of certain manifestations, right? And this is what he showed these evil, beings or whatever they were, right? That's why he turned them into pussycats, by showing them how kindness can feel just as good as the evil that they were. Because, some people enjoy that feeling of being like evil. Maybe because that's what they've been doing their whole life. They've never actually felt like what it feels like to be good and kind to others, right? Maybe they don't know that feeling all the way. Or maybe they don't recognize it. Maybe they, or when they have had that feeling come upon them, it was shocking, or they didn't know what it was, so they ran from it. You know what I mean? Something like that. So yeah, it's time to let go of being too much in your head. I know a lot of the times we all need to see it to believe it. We have this type of attitude. I swear that I am the same way, right? I'm a very skeptical person when it comes to certain things. But you know what? I'm a believer now because you got to see it to believe it, right? And I've seen some things and I believe it now, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with my spirituality. I'm okay with it. If people don't like it, that's okay too. I'm not gonna get mad and I'm not gonna force it. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, so yeah, it seems, how can I fix wrongs of my past? Well, it's time that whoever it is that you have hurt, you need to go to that person. You need to finally open up and tell them what happened and what's wrong, and tell them you want to fix this, because maybe that's one of the issues here, that you're maybe not telling them that you actually want them. And if they don't know, I mean, how are they going to know if you don't tell them? This could be the problem. And maybe you want to do this, you have it in your head to do it, you're ready and raring to go, but stop being so damn chicken. I'm serious. Just go do it. All right? Because what's going to come out of it, okay? You can speak to this person, you can tell them how you feel about them, you can tell them you're sorry, first of all. Number one, you can say you're sorry. And that you were not thinking right, whatever, things like that. Make sure there's an apology in there, though, okay? Make sure that's there. How can you fix it? Approach them nicely, something like that. Don't rush people, don't rush anyone, okay? Remember, I'm just a trigger. I'm just trying to give you ideas here. I'm just throwing out ideas here, okay? You're going to go find your own, okay? Um, yeah, try to, I know it might be hard, because when people say think with your heart, how can you think with your heart? That's not your. But I swear, there's more energy coming out of your heart than your brain. We all, I mean, if you don't know that, look that up. It's very interesting. But yeah, all right. I'm now seeing the number 4747. Okay. Those reduced down to the number 1111. By the way, if you didn't know about that, if you don't know what 1111 is, go ahead and look that up. Google it. Meaning. All right, you guys. So please subscribe, like, comment, and share on these videos. I'd like to know if it might have triggered anybody to realize something, or their own steps to move forward in their life. Because whatever you comment here is going to trigger someone else too. You're also a trigger for somebody. Hopefully you can find help and healing for those too, for others too, right? Not just me and you here. It's me, you, and the others, okay? Also looking for help, okay, you guys? All right, so my name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. This was the Healing Energy Sessions, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.